Since Donald Trump's surprising victory in the 2016 presidential election, many have been looking for an explanation, often a single explanation for his rise. However, in a new study I conducted with the Democracy Fund Voter Study Group, I find 5 different types of Trump voters who appear to have voted for him for different reasons. Some were enthusiastic supporters of Donald Trump, while others held their noses and voted against Hillary Clinton. American preservationists comprise about 20% of the Trump coalition. They are the most enthusiastic core set of Trump supporters that put him through the primaries, and they most closely align with media accounts of Trump supporters. They tend to have lower levels of education and income and are underemployed, and nearly half of working-age preservationists are on Medicaid. They lean economically progressive, and they want to raise taxes on the wealthy. They tend to be less Republican, and about 1/5 of them voted for Barack Obama in the 2012 election. But they are very suspicious of immigration, both legal and illegal immigration, and they are very supportive of a temporary ban on Muslim immigration into the United States. They tend to have cooler feelings towards immigrants and racial minorities, and they're the most likely group to say that being of European descent is important for being truly American. Free marketeers, 25% of the Trump coalition, are in many ways polar opposites of the preservationists. They are the most hesitant Trump voting group, and most said that their vote was against Hillary Clinton rather than a vote for Donald Trump. Unlike the preservationists, the free marketeers are small government fiscal conservatives and free traders. They also are the most supportive of making it easier to legally immigrate to the United States, and like Democrats, have warm feelings towards immigrants and racial minorities. Of the Trump groups, they also have the highest levels of education and income. Staunch conservatives comprise 31% of the Trump coalition. They are loyal Republican voters, tend to be a bit older, and have moderate levels of education and income. While many voted for Ted Cruz in the primaries, they constitute the second most enthusiastic group of Trump supporters. They're conventional conservatives and take conventionally conservative positions on social and economic issues. While they're not as hardline as the preservationists, they too are skeptical of immigration and are particularly supportive of a temporary ban on Muslim immigration into the United States. Anti-elites comprise 19% of the Trump coalition. They tend to be younger and have moderate levels of education and income, and they are less enthusiastic about Donald Trump. Their name tells you a lot about them in that they believe political and economic elites have rigged the system against ordinary Americans like themselves, and a majority think that the wealth distribution in this country is unfair. They take moderate positions on immigration. For instance, a plurality support a pathway to citizenship for unauthorized immigrants living in the United States. Like preservationists, they are less Republican, and about 1/4 of them voted for Barack Obama in 2012. Why aren't they Democrats? Probably because many became disillusioned with Hillary Clinton over the past 4 years. They share Donald Trump's distrust of elites and experts, and they are more skeptical of immigration than Hillary Clinton. The disengaged are a small group of voters in the Trump coalition, 5%, and they didn't tell us much about their politics, but what they did share is that they're skeptical of immigration and they believe the system is rigged against them. In sum, these groups disagree with one another on even the core issues of the campaign, issues related to immigration, matters of race, American identity, trade, morality, and the size and scope of government. There is no such thing as one type of Trump voter who voted for him for one single reason. Those who look for a single explanation will likely come up short.